Heavy Fire Afghanistan, low print, total shovelware looking sleeper title, but it's a really good rail shooter. My favorite genre on the Wii for long-term upside. PS2 is to horror as Wii is to rail shooters. It's what a lot of people are gonna keep their Wii around for. It's what a lot of people are gonna want a full subset of. They're gonna want all the rail shooters, or at least all the ones worth playing. Maybe not those stupid gimmicky target shot type bullshit shovelware shooters, but you know, good arcade experience here. Hard to find game. Kill terrorists, just like Target Terror. Get to kill terrorists. That's cool. Got a little talking point here. Demon Souls. Do I recommend Demon Souls on PS3 like this? No. Well, it's Black Label though. Who cares? 15, 20er, maybe 25er when Demon Souls on PS5 came out. Yeah, this title went up a little bit. Comes back down because it's fucking crazy common. However, what I recommend is the collector's edition of Demon Souls on PS3. Just look into it. Whatever it's going for right now, fucking buy it. If you're into Kingsfield, if you're into Demon Souls, if you like FromSoft stuff, very hard to find. How many people thought to pre-order that collector's edition of Demon Souls before it came out? How many people were on top of that? You know, it took until several generations of Demon Souls and speedrunning of the first game got popular. You know, it's one of these franchises that gets more and more popular the longer it goes on. So, you want that most collectible Demon Souls game ever released? Well, it's the collector's edition of Demon Souls on PS3. Fantastic investment. Could see that thing being worth $300-$400 in the future. So if it's only going for $100 or so right now, get yourself a Demon Souls Collector's Edition. Now here is an additional insert that goes into Kingsfield 2. I gotta get this to Chris because he just snagged a cheap Kingsfield 2 CIB. I think it's missing this though. But Kingsfield is the precursor to the Demon Souls series. First person, whereas this one's third person, but very similar like difficulty. Requires grinding for most people, but if you're really skilled, you can get through the game quickly. Under-leveled, difficult fucking games. Kingsfield series, all of them have great upside. Kingsfield 1, long box or jewel case, much rarer jewel case, but either one, get yourself a nice minty Kingsfield 1 long box. It's got a little phone card insert that's often missing, so that's a little perk there. If you're going for 100% CIB, you know, people pay way up for that kind of stuff. So, collector grade Kingsfield 1. Kingsfield 2, remember that this makes it 100% CIB. It's a little factor there, a little value boost. And then there's Shadow Tower. All these games were published by H-Tech. First Kingsfield was Aussie, but Aussie turned into H-Tech. And Shadow Tower is your rarest of the Kingsfield / Demon Souls lineage games. Already very pricey, but not a bad one to go after, in my opinion. Great front cover to it too. Good shelf appeal with Shadow Tower. So that's my little FromSoft, Demon Souls, Kingsfield market speculation. One of those franchises that just gets more and more popular as years go on. Speedrunning may be a big part of that. Just quality of gameplay may be a big part of that. Keep going out with new ones. Just keeps rising. This is one thanks to Canadian Gamer for putting it on my radar. This is a compilation of Sega Ages remakes of retro arcade games. They started doing that with the Sega Saturn in Japan. They'd do these Sega Ages like budget titles where they would kind of revamp them and sell them individually on Saturn. And then in America we got Sega Ages published by Working Designs, very rare game that had 3 different arcade Sega titles on it. Outrun, Space Harrier, I forget the other one. This is like a PS2 take on that. It's got a lot of old Sega classics that have been remastered. So, you know, I'd say uncommon to common So it's not that spicy in terms of super hard to get, so it's going to bottle up a lot of demand pressure behind it. It's like, nah, not so much. But for where it was and where it'll likely bounce around down to like $15, you'll probably be able to snag a copy. You might be at your local game store, see for 10 or 15. Good one to snag. It dries up every now and then on eBay, and copies will sell for 30, 35. Don't know long term. Maybe it becomes a 40 or 50, or maybe it sticks higher because it gets locked into collections. I don't know. It's one I thought I'd run by you. Stretch Panic, developed by Treasure. Involves massive boobs on enemies that you grab. Very strange. Seems like a game that they wouldn't be able to ever put on a digital store in the future because of the Me Too movement and whatnot. You know, it just seems kind of sexist. This game's a little sexist. So, a little controversial maybe. But weird. Weird game. It's like a boss rush too. There's not a lot of platforming, not a lot of like level exploration. It's mostly about the creative boss battles that you have to, not every stage has, that you get to very quickly. It's kind of short and sweet kind of game, but very low print. Treasure appeal there. This one's gonna pop off, man. There's no stopping this one. Might be able to snag a CIB copy for, it's gone up a little bit, maybe under 40 still, but it'll pop off eventually. And one of those titles where once it gets more expensive, once it's hitting 75, 80, more people are going to notice it, and then more people are going to want it. One of those counterintuitive things where it's got to wait until it gets pricier before demand hits it, and then it sticks that high price, maybe even drives it up higher, because it gets noticed when it starts going for more. Stretch Panic. Spyborgs, Capcom Wii exclusive, quality game. Doesn't surface that often. I'd say it's uncommon. That's putting a 3-tier system to rating rarity. You got common, you got uncommon, you got rare. Stick it right in the middle. But why wouldn't more people want this title? What, you know, once people start getting into Wii collecting, this is a need. I gotta get that, especially for $15, $20. A lot of people are patient. A lot of people they don't prioritize these kinds of games. Well, they end up disappearing on eBay. Metal Jesus ends up talking about it, you know? So, Spyborgs, sooner than later kind of title. Very similar to Lost in Shadow. Similar print run. Similar, oh, I gotta have that type of lure, you know? Oh, it's Hudson Soft. Oh, it looks good. Oh, it looks like a genre that's ages well. Looks like a game I'd like to play. Looks very artistic, aesthetically pleasing. Hudson Soft. What? It's rare? They'll see that it's rare when all the copies get bought up. And it's a $60 game. So you can get this one for probably around 25-ish. If you're thrifty, maybe sub 25. Why not? And then lastly, sort of mentioned that some games, greatest hits, I think this is no surprise, but a lot of games' greatest hits are harder to find than Black Label. Just people prefer Black Label. They want the first print. It flows with all their other games that may have never gone greatest hits. A lot of people don't like seeing any red on their spines. But there's some games that, when they went greatest hits, they added more content to it. This one got content that was exclusive to the Xbox version of this game, which came out later than the PS2 version, so they added some extra features to the Xbox version. When this game went greatest hits on PS2, they added those features in, so it's your end-all be-all Silent Hill 2 experience on the PS2, and I would say it's probably 10 to 1 rarer than Black Label. So because it has the gameplay attributes, the better version, if you will, of Silent Hill 2, and it's 10 times rarer than Silent Hill 2 Black Label, it gives this one a nice little value boost, but not enough in my opinion. Lately on eBay, it's going for about the same as a Black Label, so just keep your eye on stuff like that. Another one, I'm not sure if it has extra content, but I noticed 10-to-1 rarity difference, 10-to-1 print run on Def Jam Fight for New York on PS2. So, you know, DMX is in a coma. I'm not sure if he died yet or not, but I think here's a speculation. You know, when a celebrity dies, you know, Kobe Bryant died, all the Kobe games shot up in price. Resellers dump them on the market, suckers buy them, comes crashing back down. Let's see what happens with Def Jam, with DMX. I'll bet you there's a little tickle there, a little Def Jam tickle from DMX news lately. So that's another one where, again, not sure if that greatest hits version has extra content. If it does, be aware. Def Jam. That does it. Just some quick grabs. I can literally grab any video game and probably talk 5 minutes about it. So probably grab too many games here and talk too long. But there you go.